Good morning, everyone. I am Jenny.
And I am DJ Darren. How are you?
I am great. Thanks, Darren. How are you, sir, today?
I'm doing things. Been a little bit crazy here in New
Yeah.
Jersey on the East Coast.
New Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey. Yeah, nobody says that.
I know. I
That's the
do.
thing. That's the thing that I love when it comes to everybody's like, "Oh, New Jersey." Let me guess. You're part of the Sopranos, and you hang down in Atlantic City, and you go. No,
Can you go to Cake Boss?
there you go. Ugh, cake balls. Yeah.
I know. I just do that to bug you because I know you're like, nobody says it like that. Don't say it like
No,
that.
you know what? But it's weird. You do get certain parts of the state that are it, it, act exactly like that.
Oh,
That's the
really?
fun. Oh, North Jersey, since they're closer to New York City,
Yeah.
they think they're all goombas. They think they're all gangsters and everything else. So somehow this strange kind of New York accent comes out of nowhere,
Uh-huh.
and it's like, oh yeah, we're from over here. And it's like, no, you're not. You're from Jersey, okay?
What exactly is a Goomba? Like, is that like code for gangster? That's like a gang.
It's something, yeah, more. It's more Italian, like Italian part of the, I guess, family. The Goombas, I don't know. I
Like a
think like
fugazi. Like that kind
yeah,
of
whatever. Forget about it.
forget about it.
All
So
that weird stuff.
I saw this thing on Instagram. It said your gang name is the color that your current shirt that you're wearing, plus the last thing you ate.
I guess I'm a black ravioli.
Awesome. So
Yeah,
fitting for the Italian vibe.
yeah.
Black
The
ravioli.
black raviolis.
I'd be a red sushi. Just
Yeah.
fish smack the shit out of you. No, that's no, that really isn't where I was
You
going
know,
with that, but
that's something we were just I took in my daughter out for her her 16th birthday. We went to hibachi place.
oh nice.
You had those, right? Or no?
No, but we talked about that last time. You were saying it's that place where they cook right in front of, they flip the egg
Yeah,
and they have
yeah,
like yeah.
they flip the eggs, they
Mhm.
make the volcanoes out of the onions, and they just
Oh,
make everything hot, and then they spray sake at you and flip vegetables in your face. So it's fun. So while we were
nice.
there, my daughter kept going, I want to try sushi. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not something I can take you to do because it's sushi. That's not my thing. I got
Okay.
If you want to go home and eat some tuna fish, I'm good with that.
But
But
they make
sushi,
vegetarian sushi. That's what I have with the just like
what
the
is it?
no.
But what is it made out of though?
So you can get just the straight vegetarian or vegan sushi, which is just like the vegetables and like the carrots, the cucumber, the avocado, and they roll it up and then they put like crispy onions and stuff on top, and it's like
But
brown
then
rice.
that's not sushi.
But it is. And then you can get the other then you can get the vegan sushi that has the like the I hate to say fake, it's not imitation, like
Imitation meat, yeah.
so it's like made with like soy protein and it's like
Okay.
that kind of thing. Yeah,
Well, we had that,
imitation
but
fish.
my wife would always go and get, I forget what it was, but it was almost like imitation crab meat.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like it wasn't even, she
But it
goes,
was
yeah,
still
this
fish
stuff
though.
isn't, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was
pollock.
just yeah, blended up, whatever, kind of mashed together, a little
Yeah.
food coloring, made it look like crab meat. And,
I
went from,
think it's called I might be wrong, but I think it's called scrum or something like that.
possibly, I've heard
Isn't
that
it
word before.
isn't it the chum or the chuck that they feed? Sorry.
See, yeah, as they're trying to fit, oh, this is what we feed the sharks.
Yeah, that's what they do. They throw it
Yeah,
in there to attract the yeah, and then like some fishermen do it. Some
that's
commercial fish.
gross.
It is
I
gross.
don't know. I just I even think we talked about it before. I did a lot of vacationing in Martha's Vineyard,
Hmm.
and I was big on king crab legs. I was big on lobster, and then for
Mm.
some reason, as I got older, the taste for it went completely out the window. And
Really? What do you think it
yeah,
was?
I don't know. I mean, we would go there once a year, and I would really look forward to it because it was
Hmm.
one of those where just about every night, we got whatever it was, and I'm talking fresh, to where, you know, uh,
Hmm.
we would go from their house. We would drive down to where the boats come in, and it was also kind of creepy because obviously it's weird we're talking about it now. That's where Jaws was filmed, in Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, was it really?
Yes.
Oh,
So we would
wow. I
go
didn't know
down
that.
there, and just being in the town and
Mhm.
seeing the movie, it's weird. You know,
Yep.
you're looking around going, oh crap, hope another kitten or boy doesn't get eaten on the beach, you know. But no, it was one of those things to where, I really, really look forward to the fresh, crab
Yeah.
legs and the lobster it came right off the boat. They threw it in a bin. They just threw some ice on it, and no more than 10 minutes later, it was in the pot. So I'm talking from water to my stomach was no more than a half hour.
Really?
But
That's
that
insane.
yeah,
Like
that's
you could
fresh.
have literally just dove in the ocean and left your mouth open and it would have
Just
like
about.
that would have been
Yeah, and that's what I mean by that was fresh. But for
Wow.
some reason, each time we went back, um, it just got to the point where it's like, oh, I started eating less of it, and then I was
Mm.
like, oh, you know what? Well, that's good. Oh, nice steak over here. You're cooking on the grill. Let me eat that, and went from here and there. But then we stopped. My mom. We went there because it was my mom's friend who lived on the island.
Mhm. Yep.
They ended up moving, and we stopped going there.
Because
So
don't all the celebs go there? The
a
celebs
lot of
stay there.
celebrities, yes.
The Kardashian variety.
I don't know if they go there. That's where Obama just had his huge, 700, people, no
Mm.
mask, unvaccinated,
Yeah.
party that, nobody else was allowed to do, except for him. But he's on an island, where nobody else.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's
Okay.
why Martha Stewart probably moved out. She was afraid of the unvaccinated variety of people.
Yeah.
She's
No,
selling
but,
her home on Martha's Vineyard.
oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. I think I just saw that where I get my all of my real life news from Instagram. If-
Because if it's on Instagram, if it's on Facebook,
it's
it's got
true.
to be real. Yes, it's got to be true.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just like relationships or anything else. It's not official and it's not true
Mm,
until it ends up on social media.
that's right.
But
That's
then
right.
have the stuff. But then have the stuff. You can turn around and say the sky is blue, and now you get a little thing underneath your post, stating false information. The
False
sky
information.
isn't. Yeah, the sky isn't. The independent fact checkers came and they looked at your post and they decided that the sky is not blue.
It's
The
a hue
sky
known
is,
as blue.
yes, it's more of a light greenish with white puffy cloud. It's like
Yeah.
no matter what you say anymore, there's always some sort of fact checker coming around
Oh
to tell
gosh.
you that it's not real anymore.
Formerly known as.
Yes, it's like Prince, the artist formerly known as.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I love your shirt, Jaws, the Jaws shirt, and we have to mention all the paraphernalia in the background because every time we do a show together, this is our third show together, right? We did
Yes.
one just you and I, and then one with Charlie,
Charlie, yes.
which was so much fun. And this is our third show together. And I will let people know that this is going to be like a regular thing, you and me, boo.
I'm excited. I truly am excited.
Our plan is to do once a month. So yeah, I get a little consistency to the show, and I love having you on as a guest. It's so much fun. We have great conversations, and we have
Got to talk to Charlie too, because I just got to make sure he knows I'm not cheating on him.
right.
I do run my own podcast. We put out our episode yesterday, and everything was great. And
Yeah.
hey, I'm not leaving. We're good. I'm just kind of doing a side venture. This is my solo album.
Your solo album. Yeah. You're breaking off like JT.
Yeah. Not even close to being that type of famous, but
Well, it's so fun to have a new guest each week, and I love it. But I also really do enjoy too, like having people back on the show because the audience loves the conversations of some of the people that have been on the show in the past too. And so it creates like a little bit of consistency, and I'm just trying to give the people what they want, Darren. You know what I'm saying?
Give them what they want. We try to do the same thing, and then
Yeah.
it works, but then it doesn't work. And I mean, your show alone, especially with your sponsorships and everything that you're doing, I need to learn. In all honesty, I'll be honest, I need to learn a lot more from you. It's one of the, and you're doing it, on your own by getting guests. I have a partner that, I do a show with, once a week.
Yeah.
And it's to the point where I just think we kind of hit that, roadblock. It's like, all right, where do we go from here? What direction do we want to head in?
Mm.
Like I said, I see you getting sponsors at the wazoo. I'm like,
And
I'm
I have to say,
dreaming of this stuff. I
I'm
would
so
love to know how
grateful.
to do that.
Yeah, and I have to say I'm so grateful. I never imagined it. I never I posted something the other day, I think a day or two ago. I had reached a certain number of followers on YouTube, and I just wrote a thank you post, and I literally, like, I thought, like, I just started the show for something fun, to be
Hmm.
funny. It's just a side thing, a creative outlet, right? And, you know, and from the way I started to kind of, there was some blips along the way. And I thought, maybe 5 months ago, uh, you know, I thought the show would end. I didn't think it was going
Yeah.
to continue, because I was like, okay, well, that sucks
where
royally.
where do you go from there?
Where do you go from here? And then I kind of just, like, right away, immediately went into, well, this is something fun that I want to do for myself. Like, I don't
Hmm.
know how long I'm going to do it for. I don't know. You know me. I'm always like, I'm about the experience in life. So I like to do different things and try different
Right.
things. And I just like to make people laugh. So, anyways, but I'm insanely grateful for everybody who's watched the show, who listens to the show, who's been on the show, any way, shape, or form, been a part of it. I'm so insanely, amazingly grateful for all the people who have sponsored an episode. I mean, I can't tell you, like, what it means to me to have that, like, to just, if one person says that they love the show, I'm like,
Right.
oh, holy shit, that's amazing.
Right.
So
It's
yeah.
it's a great thing to hear that not saying you might, I don't know, for what you do is if you're impacting other people's lives by what you're talking about, it could be just general stuff where, hey, I listened to your show, I had you made my morning, I laughed all the way to work, when I
I love
listened to
that.
it, and I can't wait to hear your next episode. And you're thinking, it's like, okay, maybe it's only one or two people that have responded and said,
Mhm.
that I did something for them, but at least that you've done something for somebody.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that's one of the big things where, um, for and I mean for a year for our show, we just celebrated our 1 year anniversary.
Amazing.
Right.
Congrats.
And but we turn around and we know we have listeners because obviously we check our analytics, we see everything. We know we have like a core 18, 19 listeners every single week.
Yep. That's
And
amazing.
um but then we try to ask everybody, hey, leave us a comment, send us an email,
Mhm.
trying to get people to interact with us. I think that's where we're lagging,
Yep.
because we keep asking over and over again. And I mean, we're in the process of letting people know our next show. We're giving away a like a 7-inch Amazon, almost like a
Finish that thought.
iPad, yeah, an iPad.
Don't leave that one hanging for too long.
Yeah, 7-inch Amazon, yeah, iPad, not
7 inches
iPad.
is good.
What,
Yeah,
what?
I'll take 7 inches. Yeah.
So, wow, you sure know how to make somebody uncomfortable. Holy crap!
Oh, it's a gift.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a gift, let me tell you. Well, I wanna say, speaking of making an impact, you are making an impact in your community. There was some recent flooding and
Yeah,
some storm stuff around. Do you talk about that? Tell me about that, because you are a firefighter,
yeah.
part-time, right? Part-time, full-time, part-time, full-time,
It's
partish time.
it's volunteer, but
Okay,
it's when I'm not at work or doing something, it's
it's all the
24
time.
hours.
Okay.
It's all the time. It's not one of
Mhm.
those. I mean, it's gotten to the point where next year I'll be celebrating my 25th anniversary with the department. So
Oh,
I've been on. I joined when I was 18. So
wow, amazing,
next March will be 25 years.
amazing.
Um, I've gotten to the point where the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning calls that come in because somebody, heard beeping every 30 seconds in that thing that, is on your ceiling. It's a smoke detector that
Right.
you're supposed to change your batteries every
Right.
6 months, to every, a year. Or when you hear it chirping, they just let it go. Like, I don't feel like climbing up there. It's annoying. But when they turn around at 3 o'clock in the morning and they go, it's annoying to the point of, oh, I don't have a ladder to get up there. Let's call the fire department. They'll come out and they'll be like, oh, it's your smoke detector. Let us get it for you.
Because that's an emergency.
Yes, we get plenty of those. But then you get the normal carbon monoxide alarms. You get
Right.
fire alarms going off in buildings, people cooking, a lot of stuff that we deal with in our town. And honestly, it's a lot of, they want to call them smells and bells.
Smells and bells.
Somebody smelled something, they call,
That is like a bad couples retreat. Smells and
right.
bells.
Alarms going off. But I mean, we do have our, we do have plenty of fires. We do have a lot in our town. For some reason, we have a lot of motor vehicle accidents. People don't know how to drive, and they like taking their car and putting them together.
Wow. Do you guys do you wear seatbelts? Is it mandatory to wear seatbelts in New Jersey?
Yeah, it's the whole. They came out with these. I think it's all over the U.S. now. They call it click it or ticket. Police officers,
Okay.
never really, that used to be an optional ticket. Like if say they pulled you over for speeding and you gave them a great sob story and they turned around, it's like, all right, I'll give you a seatbelt ticket, which is like $60 instead of a speeding ticket, which gives you points and it's a couple $100 for the speeding ticket. That used to be like an option. Now, if a cop's driving down the road and he pulls up next to you, you're not wearing a seatbelt, he can pull you over for that. It's just, it's to get people to wear their seatbelt more. Unfortunately, I'm one of the pains in the butt. I don't like wearing my seatbelt.
Yeah.
I can live through the dinging in my van while I'm driving. Ding, ding, but you get people who go to the strength where they'll go to a junkyard and find the exact, vehicle, cut the connector off of the, like a busted up car just to stick it in the thing to stop it from beeping. It's like at that point, just
well, I mean,
put your
just put the
seatbelt
belt on at that point. Yeah. I mean, goodness me.
But yeah,
Lord.
a lot of people that get into these accidents, you can tell when somebody is wearing a seatbelt and when they're not. Because of course, obviously, the way it goes across your chest, and
it would leave a mark, a bruise.
Oh yeah, good
some
impact.
Sort of
will definitely leave the bruise, red mark, and everything else. The ones that don't wear it somehow ended up in the back seat, on the floor after the accident. It's like, oh, you were wearing your seatbelt, right? Yeah, I took it off, and for some reason I climbed in the back.
Yeah, you're just more comfortable there.
Yes, it was softer. Yeah. No.
Oh my goodness. So tell me about the flooding. How was what was the protocol for how did all that stuff go?
Well, Hurricane Ida decided to come in. I guess devastated a lot of New Orleans, or New Orleans,
Nolans, yeah,
whatever they want to call it. It came whipping through there. I think at a category 4. And then when it passed, it had a perfect line where it just made a hook for New Jersey and New York. So it came across and literally the center of it just became a tropical depression, but it was pulling so much moisture and so much rain that they even told us a week ahead of time where our rivers were going to crest at. The rivers right literally on the other side of my town crest at like 28 feet. And they were telling us 2 to 3 days beforehand that it was going to flood at 39 feet. So we're like, okay, the last time our town majorly flooded, actually the past 2 times was Hurricane Irene and Hurricane Floyd.
Wowzers.
So yeah, and they came like my firehouse. This time alone, my firehouse was underwater. We had to abandon our firehouse.
No way.
Yeah,
that's insane.
We had to abandon our firehouse. We had to go, basically to a parking lot at our middle school.
Did you move the trucks?
Yes,
you had to leave. Yeah.
So we have four separate firehouses in our town. We have 3 engines and a ladder, and we all become our own separate island.
Okay.
Okay, so in that situation, everybody kind of handles their, their own thing. And when we have to leave that area, it's just we can't get back to our firehouse. I don't know if you can see it at all,
Oh
but
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, that's my firehouse underwater.
Oh my God. Oh, that's what I thought that was
Oh
land. I thought
yeah,
that was grass. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
no, that's all water.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's water. That's all water
Oh my
inside of
gosh.
our
You know
our
what I
and
don't you know what I don't see there, Darren, is geese.
no, I can pull that picture back up. Even though
Vicious,
you've already
vicious.
posted that one on Instagram, let everybody know that, I'm sitting there in my water rescue gear holding a goose, petting its head, waiting for, somebody to come to pick the thing up because half its neck almost got cut off with a
Darren
fishing
the
line.
goose strangler.
Yeah, the goose string. Yeah, I love how that became, a joke because now we're randomly sending, each other goose videos or ducks or anything else, some sort of animal being saved somewhere. And we just talked about this last night. We talked a little bit about the flood and everything. And Charlie made a set of asked me, he goes, so fireman, you have a thing with rescuing animals. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
great, I know where this is going. He goes,
Cats and trees.
so
It's all your fault. You fucker.
exactly. That's
All your
exactly what he
fault.
said. He goes, so
I
as a
hate cats.
fireman, how many cats have you ever rescued from a tree?
Mm.
And I told you, 25 years, I've never rescued a cat from a tree,
God
but
bless you.
I rescued a $2,000 drone from a tree.
Whoa! I bet those get stuck in trees.
Yeah, some guy it was, I guess, new to him. He was in a parking lot and he was flying it. And somehow he goes, oh, a gust of wind took it. I'm like, you just didn't know how to properly fly the thing. And it went and got stuck in the tree. So he calls our police department and goes, I know there's a firehouse right around the corner from me. It's a ladder truck.
Seems like a
Is
good use of resources.
Yeah. Is there any way, it's not an emergency, but can you do something for? And we ended up getting it down. And I thought it was a laptop or something that he donated, but he actually donated like a brand new computer to the firehouse.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was like a top of the line computer that he, just donated. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for doing something simple. Like, the stuff that we do as firemen is not just, especially volunteers.
Yeah.
We're not out just constantly fighting fires or doing this, doing that. We're doing stuff for the town. We're doing stuff for the community, little things like that, being part of, different types of events and everything else. And we do the amount of stuff that we don't get paid for.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, do they ever give you any kind of compensation? It's strictly volunteer.
So
well, maybe you probably can't talk about that, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
For the past 24 years, we basically got whatever was left in our budget at the end of the year, and they would have to divvy that up between 100 guys.
Oh, wow. So everyone's eating ramen next year. So
yeah. So basically, what our departments were giving us was probably just about $120. That's what we got in a check every year, which was left over in the budget. And it was, here's a little something. I'm like, my shoes cost more than, not that my shoes don't cost more, but the 2 pairs of shoes, that are $60 a piece that I've destroyed this year because we went on a call, I got out and my feet happened to, land in some sort of chemical, or they were in the fire, just like with the flood, we all left the firehouse, and when we put our gear on, all of our shoes and everything else either goes right there on the floor, or you try to put it on your gear locker. Well, when it flooded, shoes got washed away out the door. Some people's keys, and everything with their cars, and so it was a mess. But yeah,
crazy.
But with the flood, I'm also on a swiftwater rescue team.
Okay.
So
okay. What else do you do? Do you climb mountains and so
not yet. I packed on a little bit too much around the midsection lately. So holding up my own weight
Well, we're both
Not
foodies, so I can understand that.
yeah.
And you did mention before that we started the show that I looked very comfy in my
Yeah. And
sweatshirt.
see, you're taking it the wrong way.
And
Comfy means no, because in all honesty, I can't wait for that weather. I can't
yes,
wait
the
for
fall weather.
when it's a little bit, cooler out where I can light my fire pit in the backyard, still be wearing a pair of
Yes,
shorts, and then put a hoodie on.
and a hoodie. Yeah,
I love hoodie weather.
yeah, I
So
love
that's
it.
why I was like,
I
either the
love it.
weather is getting a lot cooler up by you, and you got the hoodie on, and I mean,
Yeah,
it's hot. It's hot
just
out.
busting your chops.
My daughter's sitting on the couch with a hoodie. I'm like, what is wrong with you? She goes, I'm comfortable. Okay, you're comfortable. That's good. That works.
What are you
But
drinking today, my friend? I didn't even ask you when we started.
no, the same thing. I have a thing for the orange, but it's still just flavored water.
Flavored water. It looks a little tangish. It looks like tang, like a
It
little
does look a no. It's
tang,
not
honeybee.
Tang.
Mm.
It's what's the other? It's almost like the orange soda crush.
Oh,
Orange
Orange Crush. Oh
orange
my gosh.
crush.
There was a
Yes.
song in the late 80s, no, mid 80s. And I don't know what song it was or who sang it. It might have been Skinny Puppy. I don't know, but but there was a line in the song, and the line was a guy was ordering food, and the guy goes, and a large orange drink. Do you remember that song?
Why does that sound like something that would be a Christmas song?
I just
Two turtle doves. I don't know. Like large
sounded
orange drink. Yeah. Uh,
Anyways, okay. Well, if anyone's listening and anyone knows, please tag me and give me the answer to that, because I
wait,
could
what
not
was the name of
even.
the band that you said? I don't think I've ever.
I want to say Skinny Puppy, but I don't think it was Skinny Puppy. I think Skinny Puppy did the Up Up Baby Judy Up Up, that song. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, we live way too far apart to be knowing these. I've never heard of that. I have not.
Okay. Anyways, if anybody knows what those songs are, please
You Maple Leafs up there are a whole lot different than us.
I have discovered a new way to make coffee. In love with it. And
You're a coffee person.
oh my
huh?
gosh, with my hair, I don't know how. Okay, I did not dry my hair today. I washed it, I did not dry it, and my hair is just. I don't know how I have hair on my head. Like it's always falling. Like there's a hair. I could never commit a crime.
You're
I could never.
molting.
Like I must be going into hibernation soon. I'm shedding. I mean, like if there's any police officers on scene and they find hairs, it'd be like, oh, is it Jenny's? Yeah, inadmissible. Like it's just,
She already left the trail to the scene before she committed the crime and on the way out. So it's like we knew where she was going before she even did.
I would just be absolved of everything because my hair is just everywhere. It just couldn't possibly be her.
My kids do that. They'll sit there and they brush their hair, and then you look at their brush and it's like,
Yeah.
Did you kill a small animal? They'll pull this gigantic glob of hair off, throw it away, and they're like, oh, that's normal. And I'm like, and just like you said, how do you still have hair on your head?
I don't know how. I'm gonna cut it all off. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna cut. I'm gonna cut it all off. Anyways, so back to the coffee. So I did a cup of coffee. Well, three quarters of a cup of coffee. Then I did a tablespoon of maple syrup.
Okay.
And I found this
Maple
new.
syrup.
Yeah,
I can see people doing honey.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about honey yet.
Try
But
it.
no, I've had honey, but I don't know how I feel about that. The stressing of the bees thing, I don't know. Anyways, maple syrup, tablespoon of maple syrup. And then I found this new vegan milk. It's half coconut, half oat milk. It's like a creamer for coffee. It's
Oat
half
milk.
coconut, half oat. Yeah, oat.
How do you get milk out of an oat?
Well, you soak it, you blend it, you blend the oats, you add water, you soak it, and then you use a cheesecloth, you drain out all the liquid.
But it's not milk.
There's your. I'm sorry,
And
Darren. This show is over.
Well, it's just like the same thing. I've always wondered. It's like I've never seen a teat on an almond, so I'm still wondering how you get the milk out of an almond. Yeah, I get how they do it, but
I think milk is the term of consistency now. So if it's like a consistency, we call it milk. Yeah.
It's white, liquidy.
Alrighty. And scene. What time is confession?
And I'm not even religious, so I'm just. I just thought I had to protect myself on that one. So,
oh, good lord.
are you a strong coffee? Are you light or?
I like a good medium to strong coffee.
Okay.
Strong, yeah. Widowmaker sent some coffee, which their coffee's so good.
Was that one of your recent sponsors?
Yep, and I just was on their show. Good buddies, actually.
Oh, really?
Good guys, yeah, really good guys. Super fun, really nice. Check out their show if you haven't listened to their show yet. It's freaking hilarious. It's called the Widowmaker. Jesus, what a shit what a shit way to promote them. Get the fucking name wrong.
Yeah, my good friends, the widow. The widow salamanders.
They're gonna send me a refund slip and ask me to send the product back.
Right? You know
Widowmaker Supply Podcast. No, shit. God damn it. What the hell is wrong with me? Widowmaker Podcast. Widowmaker Podcast.
Is it on your cup?
It's so. Can you read? Are you illiterate? Yes. Widowmaker.
Okay, I think I'm looking. I'm like, I think it's on her cup, and she's not saying it right. Like, okay, I gotta tell you, I think I'm gonna have to contact them. Like Charlie is the we talked about Wawa or
your Wawa coffee
coffee connoisseur that he drinks 20 cups a day. I mean, I'm telling you, he should just mainline a bag of coffee up there, mainline, and he's good to go.
Yeah.
It's one of those. I'm like, good thing you don't do heroin or anything else.
Oh my gosh.
Because you'd be dead already. For the amount of coffee that he drinks, I don't know how like his heart is still in his body or anybody else.
Oh my gosh.
I had a friend, one of the guys at my firehouse used to drink 3 pots of coffee.
3 pots?
3 by himself.
Pots, not cups, pots.
No, I'm talking full pots where we would be sitting in the fire.
What a fucking pothead.
Right? we would sit in the fire, and this is when we were younger, so we had nothing else to do. We hung out in the firehouse all day long. We'd either be watching, if it was hockey season, we're sitting there watching hockey all day, football, didn't matter, or we're working on the, fire truck downstairs, but we would spend all day there. And we could be watching a movie or something, at our bar up there, and he's already like, boom, just cup after cup, and he's done with a pot. Get something to eat. He'd come back. He'd have another pot, and then probably another pot. Hold on, and then we'd probably be there till 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, because all of us were unemployed at the time. We had nothing else better to do.
Right.
And at 2 o'clock in the morning, he's pouring himself another pot. And it's like, do you know how to sleep? And it's kind of one of those where I think he has to tape his eyes closed, to sleep, because he's laying there going, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Just leave me here. All my friends do.
And I never noticed like the effects of, coffee. My mom was there was a coffee. I don't even know if it's still around. It was called Sanka.
Oh my gosh, Sanka.
It was
so
decaffeinated.
Old.
Yes, it was decaffeinated. My mom used to, and it was the instant stuff. She never ground her own beans. She never bought coffee like that. It was, Sanka in the glass thing, 1 or 2 scoops, mixed it up, and that was her coffee. She doesn't drink black coffee. It's always, has the coffee and then like half a gallon of milk inside. Like,
right.
So are you trying to drown out the taste? You don't like the taste of coffee, but you like coffee? I never understood that. When everybody who adds, and Charlie does it. Like I said, he'll take a big, cup that has got to be that tall, fill it 3/4 of the way with coffee, and then 1/4 of the way with like a creamer. And I understand the creamers, you want a little bit of flavor, but when you start adding, and he's sitting there like this.
Yeah, that's. Are you done? The point? Yeah. So it's more like it's like a cup of milk with a dash of coffee.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
So it's like I was always a Lipton tea drinker.
Oh,
I got that from my father. You know, it was
Nice.
never. My dad was the tea drinker. My mom was the coffee drinker.
Mhm.
So I you never really, got into coffee. Honestly, I never really got into tea. It was just something I always. It kind of became a memory for me.
Right, like a
With
nostalgic thing.
yeah,
And is it like an orange pekoe thing? Like, are you a great Earl Grey kind of guy, or a green tea avant-garde? What?
whatever. No, and honestly, whatever Lipton tea was,
Mm.
whatever
Oh,
the
just a
little
straight, plain, regular
yeah.
Lipton tea. Okay.
I've seen so many other different places where they had the tea where, you know, you have to put the little filter on your cup and then pour it in that way. And, people are adding milk to their tea. And
Yeah,
I,
I
I,
don't
I,
that doesn't make sense to
I
me.
don't know. And then the people, what I think aggravates me the most is the people who keep the tea bags in their tea. What, take
While
it
they
out.
drink it?
Yeah, it's like to me, take it out, ring it. I grab it. It's hot as anything, and I'm all wringing out the bag to get whatever's left. And no,
Why
but
is that? Because I think I touched on this a little while ago. Is why when you boil the kettle to make a cup of coffee or tea,
yeah,
okay? And if you use that water to make a cup of coffee, it's like, ooh, God, that's a good cup of coffee. But if you use that same water that you've just boiled to make a cup of tea, you take a sip of that tea, third degree fucking lip burn. Like, what the fuck is up with that? What? It's the same water boiled at the same temperature.
yeah,
Coffee, fine. Tea, skin graft.
no, yeah. It somehow the coffee dulls down the heat, a little quicker than tea, and it's like, how did that, I don't know.
It's
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 insane.
crazy. You have to leave. Like, if I make a cup of tea on a Monday morning, by Tuesday afternoon, I should be able. I should be good to drink it. Like,
That's the thing with Dunkin' Donuts coffee. During
mm,
the winter time, I'll get a like a large hot chocolate.
yeah, yeah.
I like their hot chocolate, but I have to wait probably about an hour to drink it because the second you try to take a sip, it's like you're in the burn unit, with your lips solid red, going, I
We got
got,
another Dunkin' Donuts over here.
and it's amazing how hot it is, and it's like,
Mm.
why is your coffee? I understand coffee's supposed to be hot, or hot chocolate or tea, but why are you like giving me some like boiling lava and going, here, drink this? No, because you turn around, you spill it on your lap, and you've got second and third degree burns on your stomach and your groin and everything else. And
Oh my God.
and then you got to use ice packs and a set of happy balls and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Make sure you've got your spray to make sure that they stay dry during the situation, because
Do you think that's going to be the next form of torture, like in these like third world countries? They're not going to do the water torture. They're not going to threaten you with guns or violence. They're just going to they're just going to place a cup of hot tea in front of you, and you'll be like, I'll talk.
yeah, it's like, we're gonna go ahead, you better talk. I mean, what they're doing. Yeah. You want to get into third, what the hell they're doing over there? You thought women started to have rights over, like in
Mm,
Afghanistan and all that
ugh,
other stuff. Oh, that got switched back real quickly. Which is pretty heart
yeah.
wrenching to hear all that stuff. Well, besides that, you had asked real quick about the
Hmm.
flooding and everything. So
Oh yeah, back to the flooding.
yeah, my town got like majorly flooded.
Mm.
So we did a lot of rescue. So like our first call came in, the storm came in on late, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And
Did you like drive the truck down the street and blast like Avril Lavigne? Keep my head above water, don't let
no,
me
I didn't even
drown.
think of that.
Okay, sorry, I'm a dick.
No,
Sorry.
no, definitely not. I mean, we do have a speaker system on there, but I'll remember that for next time. I'll make sure to put that on number one on my playlist for the flood list.
Nice. The flood
But
list
no, the flood list,
2021.
2021. Hopefully no other storms come this way, but
Yeah.
around here, hurricane season doesn't end until November.
Oh, okay.
So we still have the rest of September,
Interessante.
October, and hopefully, we're good. We just had we have another storm actually that might hit our shore, but it's more or less rip currents and wind and everything, because there's a
Mm.
hurricane right out in the Atlantic. So it's pretty close, and you guys don't have to worry about stuff like that, do you?
Well, actually, there was a tornado and some flooding out on some of the islands out north, and in Barrie, they got hit really bad in Barrie, which I thought was insanely unusual. And you don't know where Barrie is, but Barrie is probably like when I'm in Toronto, Barrie is probably like 2 hours
Is
from
it
me. So
Berry?
no, BA. God, you Americans.
All right, Bary. All right,
Barrie. Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
Whatever. Who needs to know how to
Very
spell it?
Ontario. All right, my map is
Yeah.
taking me there.
Oh,
Let's see.
look how fast that works.
Wow, that was pretty quick.
Yeah.
That was
Darren, can I just ask you something?
sure.
If you had one shot, like one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or would you let it slip?
I want to continue with the song, but I forget the words. And
Because I'm telling you,
I don't think
you better
anybody's ever
lose
asked.
yourself.
I don't think anybody's ever asked me that question before, so I'm kind of at a loss for words on that one. But I'm with you. I feel you.
Oh, I had to.
Okay, so that's not too far away from Niagara Falls. Well, I mean, it's on the opposite side of Lake Ontario in Toronto.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But okay.
Yeah. So they got hit pretty bad.
Huron.
Mm-hmm. But we don't really get we had a couple of bad storms here, but we we really don't get, like, definitely not comparable to the US or to like any tropical locale. Definitely not. Right. We're pretty we're pretty
you get more snow up there, right?
Oh fuck, do we ever? Oh my gosh. Do we ever?
What is your totals like normally?
Totals? Like total snow in the whole like winter?
Like when you get your storms, like are they just like small storms? Or you're getting like a foot?
No, we don't really get any like flooding, really. The only places that flood are like if you're talking like old parts of the city with like not very good.
No, I mean snow. Like how many feet when it snows? Like how many feet? Because we'll get snowstorms where where my dad lives in South Carolina, and if they have a dusting, like I think it was last year, they had a dusting.
They shut shit down.
It looked like somebody opened their bag of Coke and kind of went like that. Or look, a bag of confectionery sugar went everywhere, and the whole state freaked out because they don't have plows down there. They don't have salt. They don't have any of that stuff that they have here. So literally, the state was shut down. New Jersey, it's like, oh, we're getting a foot of snow. Whoopie-doo. I'm going to the store.
Yeah, I feel like we get a couple of feet at most, really bad. And really bad snowstorms, we get probably maybe like I'll have snow up to my knees maybe. But that doesn't last too long, and that rarely happens. I feel like when I was a kid, we had worse snow accumulation, but I don't know if that's just because I was shorter. I don't know.
Possibly.
Maybe the snow seemed higher because I was shorter.
But you were a little bit taller.
Anyways, we have a few little things to like play around with in today's show. We're kind of switching it up a little bit. Some suggestions came in, and that people love the convo and the stories a little bit more than sort of the one after the next scripty-ish kind of stuff. So we're gonna just switch it up a little bit, but we're still gonna keep a few little things. But I thought we would talk about some things you can say in the bedroom that you can also say at the dinner table. And I don't know. We have a couple here, but would you like to go first?
Yeah, I can go with the first one. It's
Mhm.
like, wow, that's juicy. That I'm sorry. That meat is juicy.
Uh, um, oh, I'm sorry. I'm allergic to nuts.
Huh. Your sister does a better spread.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that smells off.
Oh, God. It's okay. You've had worse things in your mouth. When you think of the context in these things, it's like I'm picturing them while you're eating, going, "Really? You think that's bad? You've had worse things in your mouth before," and it's like, "Oh God, no."
Um, get it while it's hot.
Huh. Well, it does taste better with whipped cream.
Yeah, yeah. Pass me a napkin.
Oh wow. Oh, maybe next time we should do it with the neighbors.
This is my final one, but can I have seconds?
Things I've never heard before. No.
Oh, good Lord.
It's the last one I have. Is don't just stare at it, eat it. Wow.
Ding, ding, ding. I think that was the...
I'm sweating over here. Holy crap.
That was the winner.
Ah,
That
on
was
that
awesome.
note, that would definitely be a interesting, dinner. You start throwing some of that stuff around, and they're just gonna look at you like, huh? What?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, we're good. We're good. Trust me.
Hilarious.
It's good dinner talk.
Oh man. How are your what do you have like a set? So one of my like pet peeves is like table manners.
Okay.
Are you like big on table manners at your home?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Just no burping or farting at the dinner table.
Yeah, well, that's a good one. Yeah,
I
yeah.
break those. I
No
break the rules
stabbing of
all
the
the
food.
time. Yeah.
No
So that
stabbing of the
that
food.
was always the thing I told my kids, and it was like, of course, my 5-year-olds farting up a storm at the table, and it's like, all right, no more. We're not going to do this at the table. And I said,
Yeah,
the rule is no burping, no passing gas at the table,
yeah.
and eat your food. Second, I turn around and break the rules. My oldest turns around. Oh, you.
Yep.
All right, sorry. I break the rule more than anybody
Kids are
else.
great for calling you out on your shit, right?
Oh, I know, right? You turn around, it's like, wait, how the hell did they remember that? They have such a great memory when it comes to
Great
stuff.
memory, especially when they are trying to like, bribe you for stuff.
I just had that the
Yeah.
other day. My youngest, she wanted to play dress up.
Mhm.
So I didn't. Well, I'm sorry. She wanted to play a makeover party or whatever. So she
Okay.
comes in. She has all of her fake makeup and everything, and
Mhm.
so doing something. So I'm like, all right. I come in the room and I sit down. I'm like, all right, do my makeup. Let's go. So she pretends to do everything, and she goes, I want to paint your nails. I'm like,
Mm.
go ahead. So she fake paints my nails, and I'm like,
Mhm.
and I needed her to do something, and she was just being stubborn about it. And
Mhm.
I'm like, all right, fine. You know what? I'll let you paint my nails for real. And
Ooh.
she looks, and she just kind of had this, face where she went. She had that. Wait,
Jackpot.
what? You're gonna let me what? I'm like, we're gonna go to, we went out for dinner, everything else, and then the second we were done with dinner, she just looks at me and she smiles. I'm like, oh crap, she remembers. We get home and it's like I think 9 o'clock. she disappears. I'm like, oh crap, where'd she go? I sit down at, my my kitchen. I have a little island with a couple chairs around it in my kitchen. Turns around, bang, slams a thing of black nail polish on the table.
Black, knew it.
She goes, let's go. I'm like, oh crap. I kept trying to do whatever I could to make her forget. Like, oh yeah, we'll do it sometime this week. Oh no, she was very adamant, and she made sure I'll send you the pictures.
Yeah, yeah, and I'll post them.
I did get my nails painted, and they were black, and I actually left them painted for like 2 or 3 days. I just kind of went along with my business, and
Cool.
oh yeah, but down at the firehouse, I'm on a fire call doing manly stuff, humping fire hose around or cleaning the fire trucks, and the guys are going, so what's with the nails? And I'm going, 5-year-old, that's what's up with the nails. And they're like, oh yeah, sure. And I'm turning around going, no, look. I took a picture.
Does it get annoying sometimes when people razz you about certain things? Like what things annoy you? Like what are some things that annoy you?
I think nowadays stuff that I did when I was younger. I have a lot of, I can say, younger guys down at my firehouse, being there and seeing how they're a bunch of slobs. Like I wonder if their own homes, look like a mess, or is it, they still live at home with mommy and mommy cleans up everything for them,
right?
So they don't care. But when I turn around, it's like I see cobwebs in the corner of the firehouse, and all right, we clean it. Like, all right, who didn't clean, the bathrooms this week? Why are they why are they disgusting? Why does it look like somebody threw chocolate all over the toilet?
Oh God. Oh God. If Mike's listening to this show, he's probably
I was about to say, Mike's toilet has to look like that afterwards,
Poor Mike.
Because the sounds that come out of there, that's more like, wow. Yeah.
Oh, brutal. So cleanliness. Yeah, that's a good one. You know what annoys me is when people oh gosh, people put their Amazon wish lists in their bio. Oh fuck. It's tacky.
I think that their Cash App, PayPal, and all that, and I'm trying to, and these are people that
it's tacky.
Only have maybe, like, they finally hit 1,000 followers, and they think they're like big time whatever, and then you turn around and go, why do you have your Cash App in there? Oh, well, you never know. Or I put my address on there, somebody might send me a gift. I'm like, probably not, but I mean, are you friends with people? When you get to stuff like that, I mean, I start, making friends, with you. I've got my buddy Paul, who's in England, Goonie Dad. We've exchanged, gifts where I've sent him, some pop figures that, you can only get in the United States, or,
if you're friends, then you will know your friend's address, right? Like if you're but like people who go on and it's not for a charity, and it's not for a business, and it's not for like an an event or something like that where they're like raising funds or like whatever. It's nothing like that. It's just a personal like oh, I'm moving to a new place, or oh, I'm gonna put up a few videos, and if every person just sent me $1, I'd be a millionaire. Like it's tacky. Don't do that. It just annoys me. Like I immediately like unfollow or like swipe up or whatever.
Did you go on there just to try to get? I meant that. Are you even a part of, like, say, like the Creator Fund?
I'm not. No, and I don't really understand it and I only have a certain amount of brain capacity for social media. Like I have a small.
For as intelligent as you are, and you're saying that you have a small brain capacity.
I
feel stupid talking to you sometimes. Okay, just because of the words that come out of your mouth, or when I look at your websites, or or everything else that you have going on, or I listen
for the clinic.
Yeah, no, but I've actually listened to your other show, besides
Oh,
this one,
thanks.
and just kind of going like, oh my god, I feel dumb.
No.
Just this, the big words that you're using, or this and that, and it's like, okay, did I not do something right as a kid? Did I not learn something that I should have? Because I'm associating with people that have an intelligence level a lot higher than me, and I'm kind of down here going, am I the stupid friend?
No.
You know,
Oh my God, no, no.
am I the funny ugly friend that you keep around that
Darren. No, 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 no. I've always loved I've always loved language, vocabulary, big words. Um, just yeah, I've always
and
been a bit
here's
of a
another,
wordsmith, but
how long have you known sign language?
I was fluent in sign language when I was a kid, so I think I got 4 or 5, you know.
Did
But
you
then
have anybody in your family that was deaf, or you just something that
no,
you learned?
actually through a friend. So my mom had a friend by association who was deaf, and so she learned sign language. So I would go with her because I was only a little kid, right? So
Mhm.
I would go with her to the classes, and then I ended up learning all this stuff, and I did the exam at the end of the course, and you had to sign a whole song or a part of a song. No, I think it was the whole song I did. It was a Lionel Richie song that I did, and
Hello, truly, or
truly,
good song,
yeah.
good song.
And I was so proud of myself because I got the teacher literally ripped off a piece of paper of something and wrote in red pen A+ and gave it to me, and I was like, and I think that's probably what started my fascination with climbing to the top. It was like, if I could do this at 4, who knows what I could be?
Well, climbing to the top, I noticed you do a lot of that stuff, especially with the was it the walks and stuff that you do? What was it, the
Oh,
Mount
we did
Kilimanjaro or Mount Everest, or you
yeah,
know
we did some virtual
those
marathons.
virtual marathons?
Yeah, Johnny. So it started out me and Jay and Johnny were gonna do this virtual marathon. We started out as one,
Hmm.
um, and then Johnny and I just continued. We would keep each other motivated. So ended up doing 3 of them, but I'm signed up for a 5K in October. So
Oh, really?
the New York Marathon one.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I should send you the link. You should do it with us. It's only
Yeah,
5K.
I have one. Oh, wrong.
Oh, you do?
Wait.
Bleh,
Yeah, you can.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Oh, no, yeah, yeah, nice. Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah,
Good for
that
you. Yeah,
that
yeah,
one
yeah.
that
You
was
see it
that was
hanging on the wall.
yeah, I'm banging things. It was called the Run for It, Marty. It was
Run for Marty.
basically a Back to the Future theme. Um,
Nice.
yeah,
Very
Back to the
cool.
Future. Yeah.
Very cool.
And it was basically on the front. It has like the flux capacitor. It's got the DeLorean. It's got a couple other little things on there, and the money went to the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's.
Oh, I love that.
So at least it went to a good cause and everything else.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was the same thing. It was only 5K.
Yeah.
So I mean, well, you could
Easy enough.
actually in the computer you could have put it any way you want. You could have made a marathon, half marathon,
Yep.
10K,
Yep.
5K, whatever you choose. And
Mhm.
it was like, okay, it's what, 3 miles, so all right, well, let's go walk 3 miles. No big deal.
Nice. Nice. I
But
love that.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, I want to try one of those bigger ones where I know it's going to take me a longer period of time.
Yeah, I think that was the Kilimanjaro one for me. I think it was 21 kilometers or something like that. It was 26 or something. I did one really big one. And
Trying to do my math here, since you guys deal with
oh, you guys are in
kilometers.
miles, right? So I think it's
Yeah,
so it's half, isn't it? 2 point, is it 1.6 is the conversion? I always thought it was 2.2, but is it 1.6?
you said 21 kilometers,
21, yeah, 21 kilometers.
21 kilometers to miles. That's 13 miles.
Okay, no, so it was more than that. I did another one. It was like, oh gosh.
Yeah,
Anyways, I
21.
can't remember, but it was a big one.
Okay.
It's I've posted them. They're on my Instagram,
Yes.
on my clinic one. But yeah. Anyways, October's coming up. So yeah, I'll send you the link if you want to join
Cool.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I can
But
join in with you.
just a 5K. And I was thinking of doing like it on like doing it live. So I don't know.
That would be,
Might be interesting.
do a dual Instagram, something like that, maybe.
Oh shoot, we should do that. Do you want to do the dual Instagram? We'll run the
Yes.
5K.
You know what? Yes. Send me the link.
Yes.
And
people
yeah,
can
you know
watch us
what?
both die. Like
I'll sign up, and we're gonna have to find. It's probably you're gonna be walking like this the entire time. All right. And random people are going, what are they doing? Oh, nothing. We're just live on Instagram doing a 5K. Don't mind us.
we'll get those like neck holsters where it like it goes around your neck and then
And then the phone's
like...
right there. Yeah, as you're walking and it's going. So
almost there, man.
we got it. Just another 5 days. Sweat's pouring down. You look like shit. You know, it's like heat exhaustion. You all right? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm almost there.
Oh, that would be so fun. We should try to see if we could do it like a 3-way with Johnny on it too.
Cool.
That would be kind of cool. Because I think you can get more than one person on Instagram, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. More than one.
Well,
You said something about October. Do you guys celebrate Halloween and everything?
yeah, I mean, celebrate Halloween. I mean,
Well,
I don't know if it's like
you know,
do we do Halloween?
October
Yeah, we do
31st.
Halloween. We do Halloween here. But yeah, you know, yeah, we do
not
Halloween.
really as prominent as the US, because the second, they see a leaf fall from the ground, the women throw on their Uggs, their hoodies, and then they make sure they, get
Their pumpkin spice.
and their
pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah, everything becomes pumpkin spice, from pumpkin spice scented toilet paper to soap to whatever it is.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I've had a pumpkin spice scone once. I don't think I've ever had a pumpkin spice drink. I don't know. I
don't like the taste of pumpkin.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is.
It's not my favorite.
It's something about the smell of it or whatever, but I just don't. Everybody goes nuts around here for pumpkin this and pumpkin that, and it's like, all right, no, I'm good with that.
Pumpkin pie haircut freak. Let's move on to our 3-question draw.
Oh crap! Did I forget that?
Oh crap! You forgot an entire segment?
I think I forgot.
Oh my god!
Damn it!
Devastating.
I'm gonna have to cut something off the top of my head.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fly by the seat of your pants, bro.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Okay.
And give you a few minutes to think about it.
Yes, please.
Okay. Question
way to screw up Jenny's show here.
So fine.
So much for that once a month. Yeah, that was great.
So we're currently looking for co-hosts.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 1. What is your ultimate mukbang?
Wash your mouth out with soap. Excuse me.
Okay, mukbang. You've never seen like posts for mukbangs?
I don't know what a mukbang is.
Okay, a mukbang is like a full-on pig out, like a pig out meal, but you get from like all different places.
Oh God.
So like someone would do they would get Chinese food and McDonald's and Taco Bell, and they'd have a pig out. So it would be like your ultimate. It's called a mukbang. I don't know why they call it that. I don't know where that name came from. If anybody knows where that name came from, please message me.
Can it be all from the same place, or does it have to be all?
No, it's different places. That's the whole
different
point.
Places.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's the whole point.
Chinese would be one. I would definitely have to get. Love my roast pork fried rice.
China.
Yeah. From China.
From China.
Yeah. So it'd have to be fried rice from there, chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
It's fried lice. Thanks.
Oh, you
Yeah.
need fried rice? Yeah, you're gonna get in trouble for this one. It's inappropriate. You're speaking.
I just watched Lethal Weapon 4, and it's one of my favorite lines in
Good
that
movie.
movie. And he says that to the Chinese guy, and the Chinese guy goes, "It's fried rice, you plick."
You prick. Yeah. It's fried like you prick.
Fucking die every time I hear that.
They're supposed to be making another one of those.
Oh, are they? I was wondering if you were gonna do.
There's one last one that they're supposed to be making. I don't know what's happening since Richard Donner passed away. He was going to be, since he was the original director or something.
That was a couple years ago.
No, it was last year. No, or was it this year?
Shut the front door. Just this last year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Richard Donner just passed away.
I thought it was at least 2 years ago. But anywho,
no.
What do I know? What the fuck do I know? Okay, so your ultimate mukbang: Chinese fried rice,
Chinese fried rice, McDonald's chicken nuggets, and
poops.
No,
I wasn't sure what that noise was.
We have a place out here called Texas Roadhouse.
Okay.
And they're chicken fried chicken.
Chicken fried chicken. That sounds incestual,
right? It's just like a huge. I don't even know how the chicken piece comes that big, because when you buy chicken in the store, it's either legs, thighs, or wings. Somehow this is spread out. It's pretty massive. I think it's just double breaded with a cream gravy on it. Oh, it's moist.
Cream gravy.
You can either get normal brown gravy on it,
okay,
or there's like a white cream gravy that you can get on it, which is thick and amazing, and it
sounds gross. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, it's plant-based.
Simple plant-based cream gravy.
Yeah, cream gravy. It's plant-based. It's made from
plants. The base of it's plants.
Just the base, just like the burgers from Burger King that are were cooked on the same. What we already found out they weren't. Because that was the whole thing. Oh, but your plant-based vegan, burgers are cooked on the same grill as the regular burgers. So the meats are, joining, and you're like, no, it's made so differently. It's not mixed. So I was wrong with that one. But
Question number two. If you were to invent a religion, what would it be called, and what would be your main guiding principle?
I think it would be fuck your feelings.
You'd call it find your feelings religion?
No, it would be it would be fuck your feelings. Basically, it's rude to say, but I'm as I get older, I become more and more. I don't, not that I don't give a crap about your feelings, but I'm more of telling it how it is. I get tired of people who beat around the real talk with Jenny Ma. That's another one. With stuff like that, I just get to the point where people like to beat around the bush. They like to just kind of go around the subject or whatever it is. No, here it is. Here's what's in front of you. This is the way it is. And I wish more people would kind of be that way. But also in the fact of it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, because you can have people who just become really mean to people, where it's like, I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about you. I care about
I don't care what color you want to paint the kitchen, Janice.
Yeah. So stuff like that. But I think if more people were honest with each other, I think you'd have better relationships, because you have you have too many people. And I have friends and close friends. We have an off camera talk about stuff like that, where they talk to you one way, and then they talk to the other person another way, and it's like, don't tell me one thing, tell this person another thing, and then
Yeah.
make me think that everything's copacetic on this side when you're bad mouthing me over here. I use a big word.
Ah, you did. I like it. I'm a fan of the
Yes.
copacetic. Yeah.
I'm getting smart. Yay! Good job, brain.
What would you call the religion? What would you call it?
Um,
Because that's how Scientology started, right? Did you know that? The story behind Scientology?
no,
Okay,
I watched
so
Leah Remedy and her whole thing about getting out of Scientology and how Tom
yeah.
Cruise is a complete whack with Scientology.
So unfortunate because I really liked him, but he's just I don't know.
I heard
he's
way
deep
too
in
many
it.
horror
He's
stories
deep
about
in it. Yeah.
Scientology.
So it started out Ron L. Hubbard, who started this quote unquote religion. It was a bet between him and his friend in college. They wanted to see if they could create a religion and if people would buy into it.
Okay.
So I think it was like a $20 bet or a case of beer bet, kind of one of those kind of
I
things.
remember the books when I was younger. I never understood Scientology, but it was always the commercials on TV.
It's all made up.
Yeah, whatever was Scientology by L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah, yeah, that's how it started, and clearly he won the bet with his friend, and he started this religion, and it just snowballed from there. And then he just convinced people it was real. But it's a good testament of the human psyche to as an indicator of what people will allow themselves to believe.
Well, then the
It's
same thing with
really interesting.
David Koresh. Kind of did the same thing, where he had people believing in his, they called it.
Yeah, that was a cult. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
guess
it's
similar. Yeah, I guess it's a cultish.
what constitutes a made up religion and what constitutes a cult.
Yeah, I guess so.
If he believed that he was some sort of God and people were following him, and he said you need to drink the purple Kool-Aid and everybody needs to wear the same shoes, and I think that was Jonestown though. I'm sorry, I'm getting that mixed up.
No,
But,
I think
he was Waco.
Oh, Waco, Texas, right?
Waco.
Burning. He burned everything down. Yeah.
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 But I
There was
still
a
think
meme. There was a meme at that time from when President's Choice used to have. Do you have President's Choice where you are?
I think that's
It's
like
only Canadian.
No, I think we might have it, but that we would look at that as like not our name brand stuff.
Right, it was a no name brand. Yeah. So we have
yeah.
we have a no frills here, and it used to be like President's Choice. And back in the 90s, there was this guy Dave who was like the spokesperson for President's Choice, and he would always come out with every month or every couple of months come out with memories of. It would be memories of Thailand would be the new sauce, or memories of, Bali would be the new rice or whatever. And so there's a meme. This is terrible. This is horrible. Don't write me. Don't at me. I'm just relaying information to you. But there was a meme at the time where he brought out a hot sauce and it was called Memories of Waco.
Oh God. Yeah, that.
I don't know. All right, and I'm going to hell.
No, you know what, and but that's where it comes into, unfortunately, crude humor like that. People joke about stuff. I at my funeral when I die, I'm telling you, if you're not laughing and making jokes about me, or oh man, I can't wait for him to open his eyes or pop out, or hey, the dude liked food. Is he going to show up to his own repast? For food. I want you to be making jokes and everything else. Don't sit there and cry.
I'm gonna have them play a recording of me going, hello, anybody there? Hello, let me out of here. Let me out of here.
Have you seen that video on YouTube?
Yeah, that's right.
It was the guy in like Italy or something like that, and the family, they lost their mind. It was like a 15-minute sound clip of him going, oh crap, I hope this person isn't out there, and let me guess, he's wearing his black suit and blue tie that looks horrible, and he's probably bawling like a baby. Let's give him a round of applause. And it's like, oh my God, this guy had an amazing sense of humor. And that's what I talk about. I know it's sad to lose somebody, but I don't know. It means like trying to joke about it to me is like a better way of kind of remembering the person instead of, oh crap, they're dead.
So maybe Darrentology. Maybe
sure. Let's definitely go with that.
Okay. Final question for you before we move on to your unprepared set of questions. If you were an ambassador for Happy Balls, what would be your tagline? Doom, 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 doom.
No more bitching if your balls ain't itching.
I love it.
Or you're trying, you've got no more bitching because your balls ain't itching.
I love it. I love it.
that works. And I tell you,
It works.
I'm waiting for the product. You said you're going to send me some, and
Yep.
do it. All right. So here's the question: do I do a live tutorial?
I hope to God not, because we are not in the business of porn, sir. But let me tell you, I used some of the powder today instead of deodorant. I am fresh as a motherfucking daisy, let me tell you. So this could be, happy balls for women with the women's line.
Now, what is that? What is that made out of?
Well, I can't give you my proprietary blend. That would just be stupid.
Okay.
Darren.
All right. So it's made out of some good stuff, not to make you sweat.
It's all natural. It's gluten free. I mean, not that you're not going to eat it, but
is it peanut free?
Well, it won't be when you use it. It won't be nut free when you use it.
No, definitely not.
But the
sorry,
spray
folks, used on nuts. That should be your disclaimer. Not edible, but used on nuts.
Yeah. Speaking of disclaimer, like the obvious things, for external use only, right? Do not ingest. Do not spray in your eyes. Just like the regular. It's all natural. It's really good stuff. It's only one. I was going to say one flavor. It's only one scent for right now. It's only one scent for right now.
Awesome.
I want people to try it. So it's eucalyptus scent.
Quick, smell my hair.
But anyways, I hope you like it.
That's only if there's a midget, I'm sorry, little person, forgive me.
Little people.
Sorry. Shit.
Well, Widowmaker said midget on their show, so we're cool. I mean, the precedence has been set.
As long as we're not the only one.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, let's see what I got here.
Okay. Give me what you got, boo. Yeah.
If you could be any porn star. No, if you
the porn industry would die. Bankrupt.
Who would you be and what would be your talent? No. Let's see. I'm completely lost. Let's go with
ding, ding, ding,
if you, it's kind of, you have better ones. Like I said, I was so unprepared.
Well, that's what happens when you prepare for a show, Darren.
It's called prep. Yeah. Trust me, I know about prep, but I prepped for my
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
my sex and dinner things. We got those out of the way, but I forgot the 3 questions.
It's okay. We could do one question. We can do one ultimate question. Let's do that. One ultimate question.
If you can pick any celebrity to spend the night with, who would it be?
Oh, good Lord.
Male, female?
Well, it's been a while, so I'm gonna go with a male. Let me say, who would I spend the night
Wait, what
with?
did I just miss something there?
Lonely. I'm so lonely.
All right, just the way you said it, it's like, it's been a while, so I'm gonna choose male. I'm like, yeah. Did I miss something? We're not swinging from both ends.
There's no swinging of the swingish swing.
Okay, no, it's just the way you said it. I'm like, oh, okay, so she's cool on the other side, but she hasn't.
Hey, power to you if that's your thing, but I'll stick with the gentleman.
Strictly Dickling.
Who would I? Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, I probably would go with.
And just remember, I'm not a celebrity, so
wow.
We'll let you pick somebody.
Okay,
else.
Let me rethink that then.
So you're saying I had a chance.
Denzel Washington is quite the charmer. I enjoy him. I enjoy him. Who else would I pick? Who else do I enjoy? Oh,
He's a very,
goodness.
very, very intelligent
He is
man.
extremely
Like
intelligent.
when you
He is
listen
a
to him, you become like your face kind of. If you ever sit there and listen to him have a long conversation, like when he gets real, and you
mhm,
look and go,
yeah.
like, oh my god,
He has
you know,
a bachelor's in biological science.
really.
hmm Yeah,
It's like,
he's
wow,
very smart.
yeah. He talks
hmm
and goes, I just learned something.
hmm
Some people
Yeah.
talk and it's like, or whatever. But it's like you sit there and
Yeah.
go, wow, I just learned something from him. It's
Yeah.
kind of like Morgan Freeman. When he
Oh,
talks,
oh, 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 I know. The guy from Good Girls, Rio, Manny, I don't know his last name. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with this show and with the relationship between Rio and the and Beth. Oh my gosh. Have you not seen Good Girls on Netflix?
no, you know
Okay.
what? I'm not really a Netflix person. I mean, I watch a few things here and there. Like
Alrighty.
I'm waiting for Cobra Kai to come back on
Cobra Kai.
for
Really? I couldn't get into
season
that
4.
show.
Really?
I
Oh,
couldn't
I
get in. I
loved it.
watched one episode and I was like, nah, I don't know.
I loved it for the nostalgia. It was great.
Um, Let me see. What is his? Oh, Manny Montana. Oh my.
Oh,
He's like he's the bad boy with the heart of gold. Got the neck tattoos. That he's like, oh my god,
okay.
like
He's
real manly tough guy, but like
6'1", 37 years old. All right.
oh my gosh,
And
but
he's married too. So
he's married. Yep, yep. But yeah, that would be my pick. Yeah.
hmm.
You have to watch Good Girls. The relationship between Manny, who plays Rio, and Christina Hendricks, who is from Mad Men, she plays Beth, is off the charts, steamy. It's everything I could ever imagine. It's so good.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he worked as a DJ in the school student radio station, what landed him an intern position at Power 100.3.
There you go. You have something in common already. You guys are best buds
Yes,
already.
right. He's a DJ. I'm a DJ. It works out.
Darren, this show has been so much fun.
I've had a great time.
I've had so much fun, and I really like the. I thought it was some good suggestions, switching it up with a little bit more convo and some
Right.
stories. I like that. I thought the show flowed well and enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
whatever you choose, I'm 100% down for just about anything. I mean, I'll at
oh,
least
we
try.
know.
I'll at
Oh.
least try it once. Certain things.
Yeah.
But wherever we decide to go on, if you just want to continue just normal conversations, you want to pick certain things, wherever you go, I'm right there behind you.
Aw, thanks, buddy. Pound it out.
Yeah.
Pound it. Meow. Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. Fly by the seat of our pants and just have fun and have some laughs.
Good.
Yeah, thanks for joining me. Tell people where they can watch you and get more of you.
They can get you can find me in multiple places. If you're on TikTok, DJ_Darren.
Uh-huh.
I kind of use that moniker for everything. And that's basically the same thing for like Instagram and all that.
Mhm.
You can follow me on my podcast,
Yep.
which is the DJ Darren and Six String 105 podcast. We're just like Jenny here. We're on all major podcast platforms,
Mhm.
from iTunes to iHeartRadio to the ones that you didn't even know existed.
Very nice.
But besides that, we do have a YouTube channel also. It's very, very slacking as of late. It's called Beyond the Podcast. We kind of do
On the podcast.
Beyond the Podcast. We decided to kind of go a different route from the show. We do a lot of celebrity grave sites, movie locations,
Ooh.
little things that go on in New Jersey. We've had a couple of big hits with The Sopranos. We
Yeah.
did a bunch of Sopranos locations. One of our most recent ones was a murderer that killed his entire family. It's actually only about a mile from our shop. No. This was in the 70s.
Oh, I thought this was last week. And I was like,
yeah, no. If you get a chance to watch the video, we basically went to the cemetery where the family was. His name is John List. He was actually on one of the first or second episodes of America's Most Wanted.
Okay.
They actually found him from that television show.
Okay.
So it was one of those where he killed, murdered.
That was a great show.
Yeah, he murdered everybody in his family, and he disappeared for 18 years. Wow. And he actually lived in Michigan.
Like a little Lizzie Borden action.
Just about. And he changed his name, changed who he was, and somebody recognized him. You figure back then they didn't have a very good sketch artist or anything. This was all done by a clay bust. By somebody took his older photo and made him look older, but they did the Lionel Richie hello, clay bust of him where it looked almost just like him. And people turned around and go, holy crap, that's my neighbor.
Oh my Godula.
Yeah, and a week later he was arrested and he died in the hospital, but he was charged in 3 life sentences, for killing his wife, his mother, and his 3 children.
Oh my gosh.
But one of the most messed up part about it is his I think his youngest son.
I'm fascinated by true crime stuff.
He ended up his kid went to Westfield High School. He went to he killed his mom upstairs, he killed his wife, killed his daughter. And I swear he had 2 sons. I'm brain farting on that one, but he ended up going to his kid's school to watch him play in a soccer game. Then came home and murdered him.
So he had a schedule. Yeah.
Oh, he had a full-on schedule, and wrapped them all up in sleeping bags, put them all in the basement, disappeared. And it wasn't until maybe like a month later that the neighbors kept on saying, they haven't picked up their mail. We haven't seen him in a month. Police came to the house, went in, discovered the bodies downstairs. He already had a month, head start.
So these are the missing pieces that people who commit crimes forget about. They forget about all the little things after the fact, right? Because it's easy. It's easy to change your location. It's easy to change your name and your identity. Super easy.
Yeah, but this
Jenny is my real name, so just but hold on. Sit still 1 second.
And facial recognition.
Look to the left. But I'm fascinated with that true crime stuff. But anyway, so that show is on your channel on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay, so people can reach you on Instagram, YouTube, anywhere.
Yeah.
In social media land.
Yeah, check us out. I mean, it's
fantastic. Great. Phone number and address? No? Okay.
You want to DM me?
I want to remind everybody to watch, listen, and like and subscribe. Comment on this show as well. Wake Up with Jenny and Friends. Thanks so much for joining me, Darren. Had so much fun.
Can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to our regular chats. And listen, I got to go. Work Steve's calling. So we'll talk to you later.
Go. Bye. I'll see you soon.
Bye.